Afternoon.
Go ahead, please, Alan. Well, Marco, first of all, could I just ask you, it's been an interesting week for Jordan Pickford. Have you had a chance to talk to him, and what's your view on that?
Of course, I had chance. Was the first thing I did, and he did also when we started this week. Of course, if you ask me as a manager and for us as a club, I'm not happy. The club also are not happy. Even the player are not happy with what's happened. It's a big learn to him, and all the other things remains inside. Of course, you have, and the football players, they have duties but obligations as well. All of them, they know what is obligations as a football player, their duties also, and it's too clear to them. It's matter for us to remind him, and everything what we must do, we already did.
What do you think he can learn from it?
Many things, and the first chat we had, and the first conversation we had in the beginning of the week, I was clear with him, and in that moment the feedback he gave me also was a big learn to him what's happened. Everything is clear in his mind about his obligations as a football player, the position he has in our club, his national team. Even if he's not, every time we are become a football player, we have to be aware of these situations, and he knows. Of course, it's already done, happened, and it's a big learn to him to don't happen again, and is my expectation not happen again with Jordan for sure.
And just finally on this, do you think he's in the right frame of mind for Sunday? There's no problem there?
No problem at all. If something happen, of course I have to repeat, and I will say to you, no one is happy with the situation, but it's already done. Happened in his day off. It wasn't a good thing, even if it's a good day off. It's something he is not to do as a football player, but now he's done. We already spoke. And the matter is finished in this moment. Full focus during the week to prepare our next match. All of us, and Jordan also.
A bit of speculation this morning. Some reports about Jurgen Klopp meeting with Richarlison's agent. What do you make of that?
I have to smile. Nothing more what I can do. Nothing more. This morning I was in our session doing what is my job, and about this speculation, or for us is not important to talk about these situations, just to smile. Richarlison is our player. All of us, we are happy with him. He's really happy here, and he has many things to keep proving in our club and to keep winning in our club. And I'm 100% sure he will do that in the next few seasons.
He's tweeted today, Richarlison, that he's very happy. He's happy. There will be a lot of people look at such a talented player, I'm sure, but how important is he to you?
It's a really important player for us, because that we signed with him, because that the club made a big effort to sign with him, because was 100% sure he can help us and fit really well in our club, and because that I ask our club to do everything what we can to sign with him. Of course, I'm happy. He's happy. All of us in the club are happy, and my job is to keep working with him to keep developing as a football player. He's 21 years old player, helping us, but I don't have doubts he can do more and more and keep improving his performance.
Looking forward to the summer, Marcel Brands, I think, said this week that you've identified targets, you know what you're going to do, you know what your plans are for the summer. Does that include Theo Walcott? Is there a lot to do this summer?
Why not include Theo Walcott?
You've just seen some suggestions this week that maybe you might be...
Okay, again, we put some about Richarlison to the other clubs. Now it's about Theo. Tomorrow will come another player. Theo He's our player, not just with 1 or 2 years contract. He has more years contract. He's fighting to help us, fighting to take his position again in the 11, and of course he's part of our plans like all the other players. About what we already plan or not, of course we are doing our work. Me and Marcel, we are planning everything like is normal, like is our obligation, to prepare well the next market. But of course our focus and has to be important, even if in the meantime we are doing our work behind the scenes. Our focus is always, and the most important thing in the players we have, what we have to do until the end of the season. The most important thing always preparing the next match.
It took 2 years to get a win against the top 6 side. You did that against Chelsea. You could get 2 in 2 with Arsenal on Sunday. How big a challenge is that for you?
Why not? It's our goal to the next match. No doubts about that. I said to some of you when we won the game against Chelsea, our obligation as a club and me as a manager is to do everything what we can, and I'm 100% sure it's something will not happen again if you do the right things. Of course, 2 years is too many games during 2 years to play against this type of teams, and we didn't win. I think it was 26 games, big number of games. Of course, it's past. It's not important to talk about the situation. We won that game. We deserve that. Next Sunday we'll have one more, and our goal is to win. Playing home, I know how will be the stadium again, the match, how they can be a key for us, and with our players to play together, and will be tough for sure to our opponent, like will be tough to us.
Just a couple of general questions. Danny Rose has said that he can't wait to finish in football because of the lack of action on racism. How sad is that to hear a professional footballer say that sort of thing?
It's the worst thing I can hear about when you talk about football. It's really sad to listen what he said, because and if he said that, it's because I can imagine how he can feel to say something like that when professional, and you know how normal the people is involved in football. For all of us is like a passion, and when I see one player said what he said in that moment is because he's feeling really bad and he's sad. I think is the right word to use in this moment, and what I hope can stop as soon as possible this type of situations.
And just finally, we've seen a list of agents' fees this week, £260 million, I think the Premier League club spent. Do you think that's right? Do you think that there should be something done to stop that sort of money going out of the game in that respect?
It's a really, really big amount. Of course, it's not to me. You know, when you are a football manager, you have to put focus on what we can control, and normally we can control is your team, the decisions for your team, what is the best solutions for your club. Part of the business is not to us, is not to, and possibly will be the decisions not for me to take or even to say something about that.
Just finally, will you be having a bet on the Grand National this weekend?
I'm not. It's not to me. I know it will be really important. We'll be here in Liverpool, but it's not to me. Even I'm not the right guy because it's not a sport I look really with big attention.
No tips.
Marco, you've been nominated for the Premier League Manager of the Month award for March. Is that a sign for you that things are going in the right direction?
Normally it's a signal when your team perform well, when you achieve good results. The players are performing better, we achieve better results, and normal. The people look for the good work we are doing, not just the players and the manager. For me is a normal thing when you come and achieve good results in the last few games.
Coleman's also been nominated for Player of the Month as well. Has he impressed you this month?
He's doing really well. Of course, he's doing really well. He's improving, playing with more confidence, seeing the very good things on him. I think he's there, Coleman, but can be one of the others, because the last few games, we generally as a team, we perform in a different way. We perform better, seeing the team playing with really good confidence. Our last game was really good. That first half was fantastic, and of course after, like I told you, to the manager is the same to the players. Can one more or the other, but in general I'm really happy with our last few weeks. Apart that 30 minutes against Newcastle.
Marco, just going back to the win over Chelsea, what does that do for the players' mentality going into a game against another top 6 side?
Can you repeat? Sorry, because
going back to the game against Chelsea, what does that do for the players' mentality going into a game against another top 6 side?
Same mentality we played the last match against West Ham, and the same mentality we played the second half against Chelsea. And I can say to you also the same mentality we played some away games against the top sides during this season. Of course, we didn't win that away games we played. In some of them, we were close to achieve different result. We performed well with the ambition and desire to win the match. Of course, we achieved that against Chelsea at home, and we have more 2 games home against this type of side, and we have to do everything what we can to win the match with this ambition, desire, and believe in us, respecting them, but believe more in us than respecting them. Of course, they have high quality players, and they will create problems to us for sure, but the game will tough to them. I don't have doubts about that.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.